Hi guys. So today I wanted to do this face video because I wanted to look at the topic of soul connections, especially the twin flame connection. Okay, so I've seen like a rising trend of readings where it is turning out that it is indeed, people are indeed on a sort of accelerated mode, experiencing soul connections, okay, sacred connections. So, mostly, according to me, there are two types of connections, okay, one being the soulmate connection and the other being a twin flame connection, all right. So, a soulmate connection and a twin flame or a twin soul connection are two very different things. Okay, they're two very different connections. I will be mostly concentrating on the twin flame or the twin soul connection in this reading. According to me, the twin flame connection or the twin soul connection is a very, very spiritual connection, more than romantic, more than happily ever after. I mean, that's not to say that twin flames don't, come into union, or they don't, come together in a marriage or have happily ever afters. I'm pretty sure that there are a large number of them who have, right? But romanticizing the twin flame connection is something that I feel it's a little, it's kind of, it's misleading. Okay, it's misleading not just to others, but it's misleading to you as well, right? Because the twin soul connection is a very intensely spiritual journey, right? It is marked by numerous spiritual awakenings, perception changes, life changes. I mean, the moment you come in connect with a twin soul or a twin flame energy, right? Everything changes because they are like your mirror, right? So if you have, let's say you have good things, those are going to be magnified. Your good traits are going to be magnified, but your blocks also will be magnified, and you'll be forced to phase out a lot of things that don't suit you or don't serve you. Okay, so typically, like, what are the signs that you would actually notice when, if you are in a twin flame connection? We will do a mini pick a card reading here as well as to what kind of a connection you are going through. Okay, but I just wanted to sort of outline very quickly what you could be experiencing when if indeed you are experiencing a twin flame connection. The very first thing that most people go through, that I have seen, is instant recognition or instant chemistry, or love at first sight, and never having known that person even, and then and still feeling that they are someone that you can relate to. You find them very magnetically attractive. There's all this intense draw that you feel towards a person, whether you know them or not. Okay, I've had clients who've even had like this kind of a connection with someone who's fairly well known, or someone from a different religion, or even someone from a totally different age group altogether. And yes, this happens, all right, because soul does not see any of these 3D limitations, such as boundaries of age or religion or location or blah blah whatever. Okay, the soul just sees the soul, right? So what you will notice mostly is a sort of major familiarity or recognition. For a lot of you, it could be instant recognition, and for some of you, for some of the twin flame connections, you could be knowing that person for like a long time, all right, and never really have thought that way about this person. but suddenly, all of a sudden, one fine day, you end up totally switching, and there are all these surging feelings that are coming up, all right, and you're like, what happened? I known this person, right? But now why do I have feelings? So there are those kind of cases as well, where people recognize their twin flame at a later point of time, when the time is right, according to divine timing. All right, and this normally happens when you have certain soul lessons, you have certain lessons to learn in life, right? You need to experience certain things, and then you are given this opportunity to come in contact with your twin. First things, the instant recognition. Now, this is mainly, the instant recognition is mainly because you and your twin are like one, right? You're one soul. You're just divided into a masculine part and a feminine part, and those are the two polarities. Like, you can apply it as it fits. You could be a masculine or a feminine. So this is one of the reasons for all that intense attraction that you're feeling towards somebody. And the second thing being, you've shared a lot of past lives with this person, all right, with your twin, because ever since the twin flame journey was decided upon by you and your twin soul, at the beginning of your incarnations, right? Ever since then, you guys have come together in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime to learn certain lessons, and those lifetimes are kind of engraved in your mind, because the love is so, it's kind of a devotional love. You cannot not love your twin, all right, whether they are accepting you or not. Okay, this is almost like very close to like a mother's love, right, or a parent's love. Even if you have walked away, if your connection with your twin is becoming toxic or has become toxic and you have walked away, you will never stop loving your twin flame, all right? It just is not under your control. This is what I have seen in most of the cases. And mostly what happens is that the twin also has the same kind of love for you, but at this time, because of their conditionings, their blocks, or things like that, they are not primed for such an intense connection. For some of you, I feel if you have a chance to know this person, then you would get along very well with them, and you would probably see that you have a lot of similarities, right? You kind of get them, or they get you, and it keeps going on that way, all right? Now, a lot of the times, what one also experiences is precognition or telepathy of some sort, all right? Precognition could be just before meeting your twin. I mean, if you are in that sort of a connection, then you would know, right? There would be dreams signaling to you that there is someone specific coming. I mean, if you have a meditation practice, maybe this person also pops into your meditation. Some of you might have visions, even before meeting your twin or coming across them in 3D reality. You could have a sense of major precognition, because this is like the universe alerting you, to something so significant. It's like a force of nature, this connection, right? Now, the other thing is that when you come in contact with your twin, whether you have like a chance to get to know them or not, the point is the thoughts, continuous, insistent thoughts is also something that a lot of my clients have experienced. Okay, it's like you cannot stop thinking about them, all right? And the thing is that you try to block it out, they try to run away from it, okay, but you just cannot control it. This person kind of haunts you. It's a kind of obsessive thinking or something like that, obsessive feelings coming up, right? This is also something that is indicative of a twin soul connection. All right. Now, there is also something called energetic connection between twin flames. Okay, I mean, it's very technical. I don't want to bore you guys with this. If you're interested, then you can contact either me or Ria, because we are basically two people who have done intensive twin flame or soulmate readings, right? So the energetic connection between twin flames or twin souls comes from the chakra connections. All right, because twin souls are sort of in their 3D body linked through chakra cords. All right, so your sacral and your heart are the first chakras to be activated when you come in contact with your twin. So you might start feeling overwhelming feelings of love, all right, in your heart space, or unusual feelings of sensuality, okay, or passion towards this person. That is your sacral getting activated. These are the two main chakras that get activated when you come in contact in any form, any shape or form with your twin soul. All right. Now, for some of the people, I have also heard that they start having past life recall. So it's very it's very tough to distinguish, because you might feel that you're going through, you're just imagining it or making it up, but it's like it just plays, the reel just plays. Or if you are induced into a regression session, then also you end up seeing some things which just, the reel just plays. You don't have to make it up, all right? Because making up things takes up time and effort, but this just plays, right? So for a lot of twins, I've seen that, they end up having multiple past life recalls, all right? So it is, and it comes with feelings, right? Whenever you have something like, these visions coming to you with feelings, all right, generally showing your twin or something, it is mostly a past life recall, okay? It is not your imagination. What else do you experience? The universal synchronicities is another thing that one tends to experience when you are in a twin soul connection. You are going to have the universe literally screaming out to you to take notice that this is someone very significant that is a part of your life, or going to be a part of your life. Okay, so it could be that you have typically like repetitive numbers that you keep seeing on your phone or on your clock or on your watch, right? You see messages on billboards, on cars, you are thinking of something and someone mentions the same thing to you, or you read it in a book. These are typically synchronicities, that constant synchronicities that you experience if you are actually going through a twin flame journey. All right, the moment you take your gaze off of them, thinking that you are just perhaps overthinking it, which is the reason why you're getting all this, once again you are literally bombarded by the universe to notice, all right, to accept. And until you don't accept it, this process of continuous messages will keep on going on. All right. Like I said, the messages could even come through, like tarot readings, if you're into that, and you could have insistent messages coming in through, like, songs. That's another thing that, some of my clients have reported, like, songs, music is another way that twins connect to each other. Okay, so maybe you are wondering what they are up to, and suddenly so you suddenly have a random song playing in your mind, about what they are going through. And obviously the only way you can verify this information is by actually checking up with them. So if you have that if you have that connect with them, you can always do that. Okay, but if you are in separation, or if you have no way of connecting with this person, then songs are a way that twins communicate their deepest feelings to each other. Okay, now the main thing that I have seen, that kind of either precedes a twin flame connection, or it happens immediately after you connect with a twin, is huge spiritual awakenings. Okay, because twins are supposed to awaken you on a major level. All right, so spiritual awakenings are something that you are definitely going to experience in a twin flame connection. All right, you could for a lot of my clients, I've seen I've seen them moving out of certain situations in their life that did not suit them, because finally they see the truth. Because of their awakening, they see the truth of what was suiting them. Maybe they were maybe they were tolerating stuff that they did not need to tolerate anymore, and that sort of mirror was shown to them after they connected with their twin. Spiritual awakenings will also be followed by the emergence of your psychic intuitive powers increasing. Okay, so another after effect of the twin flame connection is your psychic intuitive powers increasing drastically. Okay, and you would probably become someone who operates more from the heart space rather than just your mind. And this is something that you need to understand on a twin flame journey, is that you cannot rationalize it. Okay, so do not try to rationalize it. Okay, this is a soul journey, right? I mean, things like love or God or soul, right? I mean, we don't see them, but they exist, right? We do feel love, right? We've never seen what it looks like, but it exists. So do not be so quick to sort of rationalize or do away with something like this kind of a concept. It exists. All right, and it is a very supernatural sort of a journey. It can be a bit scary, for all of the pragmatists here, the practical thinkers. If you've come across the twin flame journey, it can be mind-boggling. Now, what else? You also feel their energies. That's another thing that you can notice, that you might be feeling like really you might be feeling very normal in terms of your mood and stuff. Okay, and all of a sudden you start feeling low. Okay, or vice versa, you could be feeling really low and all of a sudden you start feeling really normal. Okay, or more or more calmer. Okay, I think that is you tapping in to your twins' energies. Okay, because twins are always exchanging energies. All right, and they're always balancing each other out. So if one part, that is, if one twin is feeling very low or very depressed or something, the other twin will always be there to help. And this is something that can happen very subconsciously, so you might not know about this, but next time you can notice it. All right, so I think in short, this is what I wanted to talk about. If you are on a twin flame journey, right, it's going to be very, very it would feel very, very stable if you connected with like-minded people. all right? So maybe others who are on a twin flame journey, or took readings, or some kind of help, or read up on Google or something about it, because it is something real. It is not an imaginary journey, and it's an incredibly it's a mind-boggling journey from what I know. Okay, so it really would give you a lot of solace, I feel, to know that this kind of thing actually happens. Okay, it's not all in your head, guys. It is something that is happening to a lot of people these days. Okay, and there is no harm in getting to know more about it, because I always feel that you should ask, you should be curious, you should ask about things, get to know about things. There's no point in just like sitting out there and going by only one kind of thinking or believing or conditioning, right? Go and ask about it, find out about it. Are you in it, or are you just crazy? I mean, it could be both these things. Okay, now let's do our quick pick a card. So our first pile is the amethyst. Okay, our second pile would be the citrine, the yellow stone. And our third pile is the rose quartz, the light pink stone. Okay, so I want you guys to choose your stone. Please remember the amethyst, the citrine, and the rose quartz. So the question I want you to ask is, what kind of connection are you going through at this time? And meanwhile, I'm going to start shuffling for pile number 1, which is amethyst. All right, so pile number 1, the first card I have is partnerships and alliances, material and spiritual prosperity, fulfillment of wishes, top of the deck, triumphant success, and bottom of the deck, accelerated motion. Okay, so what kind of a connection do you guys have with the Ace of Swords right at the top of the deck, indicative of the crowning energy of this connection, the Ace of Swords? And the partnerships and alliances card as well here. Okay, these two cards are telling me very strongly that most of you guys in this pile, the amethyst pile, are either definitely in a twin soul connection, or you are in a soulmate connection. All right, I'm also seeing the numbers 3, 6, and 9 here. So please take that as it resonates. The bottom of the deck is the crown chakra. Okay, so there has been a crown chakra activation here. I am seeing that this is like, when I look at this card, it's the masculine and the feminine energies, the pink and the blue, right? The masculine and feminine energies in this connection means, it could mean divine masculine and divine feminine, and this is what you're going through right now. Okay, so most probably this is a twin flame connection. I'm also seeing the similar type of energies in this card as well, the Ace of Swords, meaning that it's very clear. Okay, this connection, it's very clear that it's a soul connection. Okay, whether it's a soulmate or a twin flame, only you can decide that, only you can know that. But this looks to me more like this is definitely a soul connection. All right, now this is also a connection that's going to bring you a lot of spiritual and material prosperity. right? I'm seeing in this card that, you know, there is this person who is looking out at the sun. So they are pretty enlightened here. I'm seeing materially this person's quite well off as well. Okay, and I feel that this partnership is also going to bring you not just spiritual rewards but also material rewards. Okay, you might end up, you know, like working with this person, because I see that both of you are like perfect counterparts, right? You kind of facilitate or mobilize each other to, you know, actually to achieve more, okay, to have some sort of wish fulfillment in this connection. Okay, this is a connection most probably that is going to lead to a lot of wishes being fulfilled, especially in the area of love and spirituality. All right. I'm also seeing that in the underlying energy, I'm seeing accelerated motion. So it's possible that things are speeding up if you guys have been in some sort of you know, like a lull or a state of transformation or stagnancy. Things are now picking up. All right, the blocks have been cleared, right? The blocks have been cleared, and things are now going to be picking up in this connection very soon, and it will lead to the fulfillment of your wishes. This is a very beautiful connection you guys are in. Okay, if you have not been feeling clear about it, very soon you're going to feel clear about it, about this person or about this connection, and how to take it forward. All right, now I'm going to see for citrine, the Yellowstone. Okay, what kind of a connection are you guys in? So the first thing we have is moving on. Second is the waiting game. Third is passion ignited. Crowning energy is mental conflict. Underlying energy is harmony. And the bottom of the deck, we have destiny. Wow, memories of love at the top. Okay, I think most of you guys are going through soul connections, so I'm quite happy that I did this video today, because I think we really need to have some insights here about I think we all need help on this sort of you know, journey that you guys are on, right? Now I sense that you guys are I think most probably definitely on a twin flame journey. I don't want to really label it for you. Okay, only you can truly say whether you are on a twin flame journey or a soulmate journey. Only you can truly say that. All right, only you can truly know that, right? But with this card coming out here, okay, harmony, to me it feels as though this is a definite twin soul connection. All right, because we have destiny here as well. Okay, this is a destined connection. This is a connection that has been brought to you by the universe, by destiny, by fate. Okay, and I do not think that you can really move away from it. However, what I am seeing is that you guys are definitely trying to rationalize it. People in this group, okay, you are trying to rationalize it, whether it's a twin flame connection or a soulmate. Most probably For a lot of you, I do feel it's a soulmate, but you know, like with the harmony card, it could be a twin also. Please apply it as it fits. But whatever it is, you guys are rationalizing this connection, okay? And this is what is causing you know, issues with you, I sense. All right. I feel that you guys might not be in touch, all right, because I have this moving on energy here. So maybe you guys were in a connection with this person, with your person at one time, and then it didn't really work out at that point of time, which happens a lot in soul connections. Maybe it didn't work out at that time, and now there is some waiting involved. But you know, with the passion ignited, you know, you cannot stop perhaps thinking about this person. All right, you cannot stop feeling passion for this person. There's a burning in the heart, perhaps because you're either feeling heartbreak, or something like that. There seems to be some waiting going on here in this connection, which is causing a lot of confusion and a lot of conflict in your mind. Okay, so guys, stop rationalizing. That's the first thing I would tell you. Okay, because the rationalization is actually making it worse. All right, this waiting, I do sense that there is going to be a new beginning in this connection with this passion ignited. It is the Ace of Wands, which is the card of new beginnings, right? But I do sense that you guys, because of your maybe your conditionings and your, you know, like your wanting to rationalize this connection, I think you are driving yourself a little crazy. Okay, like for example, if you look at it, this waiting game, you know, this man is going round and round and round in circles, you know, in, you know, waiting for something to happen, and maybe nothing is moving in this connection, and that is the reason why you guys are forced to rationalize it. But you know, just let it be. Okay, it is something which is destined. It will happen in divine timing. Please remember, guys, in all soul connections, divine timing is something very major. Okay, things happen only when they are supposed to happen, not before that, not after that, not because you're trying, not because they're trying. It's only going to happen when it's supposed to happen. All right, so be calm, stop rationalizing things, and just relax. There is something new coming up for you guys in the future. All right, it will not always be this waiting. I also sense with the memories of love here, you know, in terms of your top of the deck, I feel some of you might even be tapping into past life memories, like the way I mentioned. You guys might be having past life memories, because I'm seeing the waiting game with the waiting game here. Okay, this is like past lives, right? So you might be having past life recall with this person, about this person or something like that, and it's causing you to go a little freaked out, you know. Like, you know, what is it? Am I imagining this? Am I really seeing these things or something? You know, so this is happening. You know, you are having past life recalls. You're having memories of your love together, right? It is not all in your head. You're not making it up. You are actually experiencing this, because this card is the Six of Cups. Okay, this is the card of memories, right? Past life recall. So guys, this is a destined connection. It has nowhere to go except back to you. In all soul connections, there will be waiting time, okay, because there are blocks to be cleared, learnings to be done, and all of those things. So you guys need to be a little patient, because I feel that you are you know, in that wait mode right now. Okay, Spirit is asking you to wait for divine timing for this to happen. It is going to happen, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and you know, till the time you wait, you know, during the time you wait, do not try to rationalize it or do away with it, because it is something very intense that you guys are going through. Okay, now with the rose quartz, all right, rose quartz, let's see what kind of a connection are you guys in. Okay, first one we have is new beginnings, awareness, hope, emotional loss, moving on. Bottom of the deck we have memories of love, and top of the deck we have recognition and reward. Okay, guys. I think people in this pile don't need me to tell you that you are in a soul connection, okay? That you are probably in a twin flame or a soulmate, whatever kind of connection you feel you are in. I think you guys are quite aware, okay, about the kind of connection you are in, all right? Because with the awareness card, I feel you have a fair sense of, knowing where you stand. Perhaps your crown chakra is quite active, all right, and you already know that the kind of connection you are in, whether it's a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection, you already know, guys, okay? All right, it is something new, I sense, that you have experienced maybe quite recently, but even if not, it is perhaps with a new person, all right, a totally different person from the one you know. Or it could be that it has been a new beginning in a certain connection which you were, not really noticing at one point of time. But for most of you, I sense it's a new person altogether. All right, and this kind of is reminding me of awakenings. All right, I think this awakened you guys to a large extent, and it's like, I think you got activated or transformed or spiritually awakened because of coming in contact with this person. So this could very well be a twin flame, all right? But I also have 6 of cups here at the bottom of the deck, which is indicative of a soulmate connection, okay? But please don't go by what I am saying here, okay? I'm just trying to see the energies of your connection, okay? The labels are entirely up to you, all right? So I do sense you guys have had some sort of an awakening because of this connection, and it has also brought you a lot of hope, I sense, all right? A lot of sense of hope about life, about connections, about love, all right? And so it's a very positive thing, and I do sense that you needed this, guys, because when I see this card, emotional loss, I think you guys have got it, have been through some very tough situations in terms of your love life, all right? You might have gone through losses in the realm of connections. It could be relationship breakups, divorces, something like that. I do feel that there has been a constant series of losses for you guys in pile 3, okay, in terms of love, right? And you are still healing from it. There's a lot of heart healing going on, and this connection has promoted that healing, has accelerated that healing, all right? You are, however, moving on from any emotional loss, all right? You might have even moved on from certain connections which were not suiting you, in your life, and now you're doing your healing after that, all right? After moving on from those connections, you are doing your healing work, your heart healing, all right? I do sense that for a lot of you here, that you are having past life recalls. You have had, whether you know that you've had them or not, you have had past life recalls. You have past lives with this person. You have spent so many lifetimes with them. I don't know why I'm getting an energy that maybe in past lives you guys could not really come together properly, or there was some tragedy involved, and that's why in this lifetime, once again, your twin has come to reassure you that there is a lot of hope when it comes to love, All right, so this connection has come into your life to show you a lot of hope, a new beginning in your life, and healing for yourself. All right, I'm also seeing with this reward and recognition that perhaps either you are together going to work on something, build something, which is going to be very accepted or rewarded or recognized. Or it could even be that your person, the one you're inquiring about, is in the public eye, or you are in the public eye, or when you get together you will be some sort of an inspirational couple. All right, there is something about the public eye here, right? So this is what I have, a short but sweet reading about the nature of your connection. So I do hope that you have found this video useful, and in case you need help on your journey, if you're on a twin flame journey, then I would very highly suggest Ria for that. Okay, because Ria is a psychic, and she can see the energetic connection between twins, right? The chakra connections, the the energetic cords that bind the twins. She can actually see all of that. I will be putting her details down below in the description box, and of course you can always reach out to any of us as well. That is me, Maritza Malin. All right, we will also be there to help you out on your journey. All right, so with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I hope you found this useful. Okay, bye bye.